to skip rocks in the river, so Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I bet she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self. Open the door.
Not a chance. The last thing we need is for everyone to get sick at a time like this.
Power's out, but I can't just leave music to my ears.
Don't know how long we'll last without power.
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers I'm surprised you would go...
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the desert...
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then. Oh, inarguably. This town was a... You took it upon yourself. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about... Well, I've spent my life... I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the But that's neither here nor there. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Of course, I'm a vic... But instead, I ended up the vicar... It's the journal of one of the... philosoph... But most of that came later. And that's the long and short. Have you reconsidered? I'd be...
Are we getting paid or not?
Any loss of productivity will be deducted from your pay.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. And I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me. I see. All right, then. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted, with orders to fire on you. All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for, and then leave us be. Stand down, all of you. We're done here.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise
Just keep our
patience
heads
and
up.
contemplate the scriptures.
Is Reed?
Got my hands full at the moment.
Put that down, are you crazy?
The Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense.
Cannery's dead. Oh, I'm an actuary. Technically, I'm employed.
Hello? Are you still there?
I can't Go ahead. The plague's come at us. I wouldn't feed company policy. We're a sensible people. Edgewater. I am never as the good.
Put that away, you're making me nervous.
Watch it!
Don't see the sense in all this fussing over the power.
Town's been dark a while now. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one. Cantina, lavatory. Behind one of the... Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory's the very last... On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop. Town's been dark. Town's been dark a while. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple 1,000 volts in its guts. With compliments from fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review. Time's come for you to journey down into the black. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside, my boy. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, there's the rub. If a mechanical break...
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and...
You know, if you die horribly, I will pour out a can of...
Ready when you are.
Town's been dark a while now. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your... So this... I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but... I'm guessing you want something tactical. Town's been dark a while. Go on. I'm unofficial.
Is this your ship? Oh, my stars, Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm in debt. I have imagined it. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I? And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, Captain. I can call you Captain. I can't stop thinking of...
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power... Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove... Our engine room is located... What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable... How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic... The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us on... You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of them. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so... Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, you know. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so... In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures. More... You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. Your marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric... Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path, you can't. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice... A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy cereal? What in a... The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath. Science, that's how. Excellent. I'll contact you once you... And remember, don't trust the board. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't...
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart... Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or... I need a little help with my calculus. Can you integrate my natural log? As you wish, Captain. What part of the colony would you like to... yes. There is a bounty on his head. One with a markedly high reward. I shall happily comply with your order. Just as soon as we have a laser weapon system. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells. Even knowing the location. My systems resist my order. Of course. What? We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms... I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,000. You are more than welcome, Captain. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It is... Freighters often deliver or pick... Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces. I have filed the required... How can I be... I have lots of minutes. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber. Perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. When I simulate myself in such a scenario... I do not find it to be desirable. Traveling the system with you, Captain. I assure you, not for a lack of trying. Captain as you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute in our travels together. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony? Where in Terra 2? Edgewater is the spot. The town is near the core. You mean the ones who did not answer? I'm sure they are wonderful. Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Thank you, Captain. I'll be here. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony? Where in Monarch? Ah, Monarch. I believe it has something to... You may wish to... It's sublight run for the purpose of... How can I be... Goodbye. I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a...
It's not the best.
My pleasure, Captain. As you wish. May luck be with...
Let's talk when you're free. Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to... I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. Did you want to talk about something else? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson, except for my schooling years, I was always beside him. Or, when I got older, he set me to sorting... I'm not exactly a... It's not... When I tested out for maintenance, because they were hoping that... When folk go away for school, well, it ain't exactly cruel to have a... Well, I'm good at... There's times... Anyhow, I was happy to... Yep. I noticed straight away. About a year. That Oh gosh. Look at the time. What? You want me to leave? Captain, you can't mean it. Oh, that's real. Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard...
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
Where are we headed?
That's not the point. This hat would...
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking Saltunican's gonna...
Keep talking, Millstone. Now's not a good time.
So, go
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. This ain't a show. Move along. Do what you want.
Whatever you heard? I had this foreman. Guy never liked me. Always trying to get a rise out of me. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. You know something? I am lucky. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours. Captain of the Unreliable. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate it. Felix Millstone. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Gonna head to Vera's for whiskey and darts. Maybe not in that order.
What do you need?
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move box.
What that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay? Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Maybe. 2 biggest op. Most of those jobs are gonna take. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long. Goes like this. A bunch of companies decided to. Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real. Seems like every year the
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, I guess that was the start of our sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. Yeah, probably. Glad to help. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird.
If you're thinking to make a career here, full-time jobs on Groundbreaker, relative to the board holdings, they aren't rich. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the... Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who... They're on the promenade. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Not that he would, being a board man and all. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every... Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our free... You sure you didn't just step... There's no working with the board. They don't share. Not bits, people, or resources. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges and retaliate. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operators. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new ground...
The board wouldn't do that.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. Oh, sure thing. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on... I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. You need anything else? You let me know. Be seeing you. Hey there. Be seeing you.
Picked up this signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously.
Carry on.
There was a lot of static at first. But then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscle.
What do you think you're doing? Just be careful next time.
Huh? Carry on.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft sour around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Move along.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavored center. Suck it, chew it, you can do it.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty. Keep your sights out.
What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble. What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork, all right?
This is Halcyon News.
Yeah,
We
I've done
interrupt your
something.
regularly scheduled
People pay the bills
advertisement
somehow.
for the following story.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Hey there. Be seeing you.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar gel flakes and purple berry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12%
It's always
crunch.
fucking freezing.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew. Sorry. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number... Fine, as long as the... Chief Tennyson holds the Our Chief Tennyson has... There's a reason our local garbage... She freely admits she... Of course, I try and steer clear of that.
Hey.
Bless my heart. You here for a particular reason? Or did the... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You would not... Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little... moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a... She sent me a recording of a distress... Curious thing is, it came from an... Can't say I know for sure.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone...
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. You've got an ear for if you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got, the... Don't forget to come find old Glad. Might want to acquaint your... You'll find her fretting in engineering. Yes, take that darling... Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like... What do you want, then? That's right. Though for how... The board... They've... But it won't work. Go right ahead. Groundbreaker's ready. Miss Junley... The board can't... They've... But it won't work. Oh, a little... I also...
I'm not sure that's...
That's half the... But that's not what you want. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on a... Because that... I think they made some... Those board folk are real pride... But old Glad... That's why we gotta... Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio. Claims he's Anytime, sweetheart. Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler. It's almost time for today's episode. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Great Lord! Anytime.
Move along.
place has a smell, right? It's not just me. Like mold and old socks. What do you think you're doing? Just be careful next time.
Wish we had big... your weapons, but no. Be careful about blowing holes in the wall.
Rizzo's hot apple cider